Yeah, from tonight, the network cut. I don't really know what happened, but I was saying that in as much as the joining of the Nigerian anatomy to BRICS will not make Nigeria a subjugated anatomy, this is fairly well for them to join BRICS. The next talking drums was Stephen Appiah, appointed as vice chairman of Black Stars Management Committee. Black Stars represents the football club, the national football team of the Ghana anatomy. And Stephen Appiah, who was once a former Black Stars captain, has been appointed as the vice chairman. And I feel this is a step in the right direction. We need people who have been involved in the terrain to steer the affairs. So people like Stephen Appiah, who have been put in, is a step in the right direction. We want to see people like Drogba being part of CAF, Eto'o being part of CAF. Eto'o, of course, is part of the Cameroon football team. Drogba is also trying to. We want to see more of this, and want to see them building, coming back, and renovating and reconstructing the sports arenas in Africa. And that's how things will change. We now go on to the next talking drums, and that was ZANU PF pushes for third term for President Emerson Mnangagwa of the Zimbabwean anatomy. Is this a renaissance of President Mugabe's era? Well, if democracy represents the views of the people, so if they are pushing for the third term and they feel President Mnangagwa is doing well, he's doing phenomenally well, and he's changing the directory and the trajectory of Zimbabwe, then that's fine. That's fine. I remember President Olusegun Obasanjo of Nigeria wanted to also go for a third term, but he was spoken to and advised. People like even President Ramaphosa even came in. We must be able to think clearly and think about the posterity of our people, and not put things into our singular agenda, but work for the democratized agenda of the people, the pluralistic of the people. Yes, now we'll go to the next scene. I think we have about three more talking drums three. We have three. So we'll go to the last part three. And that's the last. The next one is new law passed takes a turn to favor the military. That's Gabonese anatomy. Yes. That's so Captain Nguema currently is capable of being or standing in as a president for the Gabonese anatomy. Yes. Of the Gabonese anatomy. Yes, currently. Not the Nigerian anatomy. Yes. And if I should stand right, if I should deem fit right, I feel the presence and the inclusion of our military, it's a step in the right direction, towards we as a people and towards where we as people are going. I feel this is a step in the right direction. Yes. Captain Olivier Nguema ended the dictatorial rule of Omar and Ali Bongo, who had ruled the country for decades. For decades. And if he ousted them and he feels that, and he's trying to bring forth a restoration of a democratic renaissance in Gabon, then we must reconsider things. Of course, West Africa and Africa as a whole want peace, want tranquility, and want democratized order. But if we have Captain Oligui Nguema who's trying to bring forth a change, we have several coup d'etats in West Africa. Apart from Captain Oligui Nguema, we had Captain Chiani in Niger before, and we had Mamadi Doumbia, Guinea. We had all of these people. Let's think about where they are going. Let's begin to have a serious dialogue and understand how we can all proceed in tranquility in the West African region. I'll go to the next talking drums, and that's earthquake leaves many homeless, Taiwanese anatomy. Yes, there was a serious earthquake in Taiwan, and a lot of people have passed on. A lot of people have also moved from their areas of abode to different places. Now, the reason why we chose this talking drums to talk on is because when you think in areas like this, in times like this, where does China come in? Does China go on unperturbed and unconcerned because they are trying to merge Taiwan to be a part of their territory? We must think about this. The Africa, the global anatomy, the Europe, the Asia, the total global anatomy we want should be structured whereby we can all relate and live in peace for our own security. Russia wants to take Ukraine for their security, because they don't want Ukraine to be an enclave or a territory whereby America and other rivals of Russia can go there and have their scenes in there capable of entering Russia or fighting against Russia or, destroying the Russian military or, having conquest over them. And China also wants to do the same to Taiwan. There's been a historical precedence there. But we must think in the case whereby we have an earthquake there, what should China do? If China even wants to see Taiwan as a brother, as a sister country, what should they do? Let's think about this deeply. As Chief Dr. Zamblon said, we must always think about things deeper and deeper and deeper. We'll go on to the last talking drums, and that says that President Mahama reduces the executive size from 123 to 60. Yes, President Mahama, who was sworn in on the 7th of January 2025, has reduced the executive size from 123 to 60. It's just phenomenal. From 123, so we had ministry of this up to 123, and he's reduced them to 16. So meaning that he's merged some of the ministries, and we feel that, for me, I feel this is a step in the right direction, towards alleviating ministries who at certain points in time have nothing to do, and they're just there idle, and making the whole daily schedule very effective in every ministry for the output we want to see, So if we are merging certain ministries, I think for me it's a step in the right direction, and we must progress in as such. Yes. And that will be the best option currently. So we must think deeper, and we must push forth, and we must progress as an African Anatomy. Today's meeting has been very short, but this is how the Talking Drum Digest is going to be. And I want us all to think clearly and know that we are here for a reason, and understand that every Talking Drums of ours that we bring forth each and every day is meant for every single person to review them and provide their views on how things should go. So this has been a framework for how things should be. And I'm very humbled as a president, to have laid the framework for the January selection of news from our Talking Drums. African Voice International, Freedom in Africa. Have a very phenomenal evening, and cheers to greatness. Have a very great evening, and let's continue to revolutionize, transform, and change the global anatomy. Nice talking to all of you, and in our subsequent meetings, we're going to have a joint dialogue. Yes, because of the need for the transformation of the global anatomy. So you have defense, basically, as a film giant. No settle for stupidity. You are made of more. No settle for less. Keep on standing tall. Keep on making up in front of giants. Freedom for African Voice International. Freedom in Africa. Bye.